So today we're going to be talking about how to be yourself. It's a tricky question, right? And I believe that this question is a fallacy in itself. There is no need to ask yourself how to be yourself because you can't answer it. You see, the mind tries to make things up, tries to solve situations, try to solve everything, but there's things that you can't solve, and that is being. This how to be. How to be is how to be yourself, everybody that tries to create this identity, a personality, gets lost. And when you get lost, there's always tension, there's always anxiety, there's always pressure, and you can't enjoy life because you're not aligned with the universe. You're not aligned with yourself, with your true real being. And so what is being? Being is your soul. It's all you are. It's what makes you alive. Your body and all the looks, all the things that you have, that's not you. That's not being. So you see all this how to be yourself. People try to become things, try to do things just to show who they are, but that's not who you are. Again, all you are is being your soul. It's what makes you alive. When you take a deep breath, when you're connected in nature, and when you feel alive, that's who you are. And so everybody, especially those teenage years, they try to solve who they are, and no one gets to solve that question. No one gets to solve that problem until they let go of that question, until they let go of the pressure, until they don't feel the need to figure out who they are, because they are content, they are at peace with realizing that you're just a soul, roaming around the universe. And that's what's beautiful. When all that tension disintegrates, when all that pressure is let go of your shoulders, you realize it's not that hard. It was so simple. You were trying to solve such a complex problem that never existed, and when you realize that, it's just life becomes easier. You don't have to prove yourself to people. You don't go to work, or you don't go chase money to show something. I don't even know. You don't try to brag. You don't try. There's no ego, because you realize the ego, it was the one trying to solve this problem. The ego was the one causing all this pressure, all this tension, all this worrying about the past, worrying about the future, because all that, the ego, the ego is so stressed with solving this problem, how to be yourself. And if the ego is, as we know, is not real, like if we know that the ego does not work, does not function, then we know that this question as well does not function, that everything that the ego thinks about is dysfunctional. It's destroying our lives. It's not letting our souls, brighten, show. It's not letting us live. And so erasing the ego, erasing these questions, erasing the problems that we worry about in the future, again, it just, that's when everybody becomes enlightened. And again, also, it's that search. The ego likes to search for something. It likes to do things in a way that's it's all a means to an end, and that's not living. That's not right. And adding to it, when when there's no search, like there's no need to search for anything. Like we all try, like searching for whatever it is like we're trying to look around, trying to figure things out, you know, but it's all inside. Your soul's inside. Your inner presence, it's inside, and that's why you should, like, when you search, you look around and forget that all that matters is inside right here, and that's when you just become more relaxed. You don't live thinking and worrying and stressing about unnecessary things, because the outside world doesn't matter. It's not real. It's all that's real is the soul, the nature. It's all that's unmanifested. Because the manifested, it's all a video game. And I'm not saying, oh, don't worry about your house or your job or your friends or all these relationships. I'm not saying that it's fake in that way. I'm just faking it, like it's not real in the sense that you should be worrying about all these things, stressing yourself. You know, think about it. People are depressed. Like depression is a real thing now. I mean, it's always been, but like these are problems that are affecting a lot of people recently. Like back then it wasn't this way. And when someone's depressed, when someone's struggling in life, it's all mental, and it's a disease. I've talked about this, and I'm all my videos are gonna be interconnected because it's these universal laws. And so it's like think about it. Someone that's depressed isn't depressed because outside forces are making them depressed. It's because their mind is making them depressed. So your own body, your own tool is destroying the way you live. It's taking away all this beautiful energy, all this beautiful energy that you could use to make the world a better place. But it's blinding you. There was this, I was doing some trekking in Ushuaia, and one of the trees literally said, the mind, the eyes will not see if the mind does not want to. And that's talking about how the mind, the ego, darkens our reality, darkens what really matters, and we just victimize ourselves, or we create this struggle that's not there. Once you stop listening to the mind, once you stop having this those thoughts that are destroying you, you realize it's all good, it's all chill, it's all vibes. Like even if bad things happen, you're still connected to your soul, you're still connected to breathing. You wake up and you get to confront all these bad situations at a higher frequency, and so you don't victimize yourself when you're dealing with it. You're not going at it like if it's a terrible thing to do. You go at it and you do it, and then you find peace. You're probably not going to be happy doing something you don't want to, but you can be at peace doing it. And so that's why you're doing it at a higher frequency. It's just that. Don't ask yourself, how can I be myself? You are always going to be yourself. It's right here. You want to be yourself, you have to be connected to your inside. not your skin. And when I'm talking about your inside, your, the body, you feel the organs, feel your breathing. If you really want to be conscious, if you want to be enlightened, all you have to do is just breathe and feel the breath, and just, you know, you know, if it really is a struggle, if living in a city, and if you can't connect yourself to real life, then you need to put your phone away. You need to put distractions away, because that's also going to limit you from being yourself. It's things that you like. What I'm saying, like, nowadays, it's literally like now or never. All these diseases, all this struggle, all this pain in life, that's so unnecessary. It's because of distractions, because people can't face their ego. People can't face the mind, because the mind is controlling them. The mind is talking to them in negative ways. And so, to shut off their mind, they have headphones on all the time. They're scrolling on TikTok all the time. You know, they have to, eat all the time and eat junk food. So, that's low frequency food coming into you. And so you have to be considerate with what you are doing in the manifested life, because it's going to affect your unmanifested soul. And that's the most important part. You have to take care of your own frequency. And we all have to go on, like, for humans to evolve, we have to raise our frequency, to not just for humans, but obviously for nature itself, for the whole universe. And with these distractions, we're lowering our frequency. And this is why there's more diseases, more obesity, more everything. It's all diseases because of the lower frequency, the more distractions and everything. And this, the struggle to shut off the mind. And to shut off the mind, you have to bring consciousness into you. And again, it's like how to be yourself, how to be conscious. Don't try to answer that question, because you're not going to answer it. It's impossible. It's already inside of you. Consciousness is inside of you. You have to be present. And to be present, you just have to feel, your soul. You have to breathe. You have to feel the aliveness inside of you. And in a way, just be mind blown with how that works, how this soul, how your organs just find a way to work in this life. But yeah, man, don't answer that question. Don't struggle to answer it, because it's not going to get you nowhere. Because the ego, when it gets an answer, it's always going to think that there's another answer. When you have that position, when you have money to show off, or I don't know, whatever identity you get to, that you think that's going to be you, the ego's never going to be satisfied. And that's when it goes to, so it's a never answered problem. It's never going to be resolved. So let it go. Just drop it. And when you drop it, when that light comes into your life, that presence, that consciousness, it's gonna feel like 5,000 pounds lighter. You're gonna be flowing with life. You're gonna be enjoying life. And when these situations in life that are bad or good, you're going to confront them with peace all the time. You're never going to be complaining, not going to be gossiping and whatnot. And yeah, you deserve this. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace. You deserve to feel the joy that's inside of you. Peace, joy, and love. Those are the three realist emotions. And it's all inside of you. So don't look for peace. Don't try to find peace. Don't try to find joy. Don't try to find love. It's all inside of you. And once you feel it inside of you, you'll be able to spread it. So just make sure you do that and keep on living, man. Living the good life. Peace.